The Honourable Mark Pearson.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy President. We are absolutely dumbfounded by this legislation. I actually find it embarrassing that in 2017 I would be rising to speak to such a draconian, disgraceful, unconscionable piece of legislation. So when the police come and arrest these people and pack up their very meagre belongings, and as Mr. Shoebridge pointed out, even the tiniest things could be photographs, locks of hair, a gift that was given to them by very important people. These are not seen or valued in the way these homeless people see them, but they're going to be wrapped up and taken from them, and it's questionable as to whether they'll be returned. But when the police do arrest them and move them on, where are these people going to go? Yeah. Where is their chance? Where is their space? And what is important that has to be addressed here is that one of the safest places, believe it or not, for homeless people to gather is within the city where it's busy, where there are people, where there are already police about, where the Parliament is nearby, where a hospital is nearby. This is, for that time, where it be Martin Place or wherever they have chosen in the city to come, it's because living in a dark corner in King's Cross or Newtown or any other back street is far more dangerous and a jeopardy to their well-being and safety. So the reason they have come here is into the city is for this sense of safety. And then because it might feel uncomfortable to look upon these people for a particular member of Parliament, we now have to remove this distasteful vista, which makes us feel uncomfortable, and just push them away so we have the space back, but we don't know what's happened to them. And I completely support the suggestions by the Honourable Mick Veitch and David Shoebridge that, for God's sake, we are a civilised society. Yeah. The measure of a civilisation is how we take the vulnerable, the sick, the weak, the needy under our wings. And whatever is the situation that's brought these people to come to have to live in such a way that they are homeless. The notion that they are being belligerent and obstructive and in fact maybe choosing to live this way is utter rubbish. Even if there is some sort of comment to say, well, this is the way I want to live, there's a story that person has as to why they have come to that decision. We cannot turn our back on these people and treat them in this way. Now, the aspect of Section 7 which astounds me is it says this Act applies if the police officer believes on reasonable grounds that the person's occupation of the reserve materially interferes with the reasonable enjoyment of the rights of the public. Well, taking enjoyment at the broader definition of what the word means, these people are enjoying the safe, relatively safe space that is here within the city. And how it could be even considered that they are materially interfering with other members of the public, I have seen no complaint, no claim that another person's liberty has been materially interfered with by a person who puts a very small, very uncomfortable, cold tent in a street And then there's another tent beside where people can freely walk either side of these tents.
Where's the problem?
We need to absolutely face this problem head on, not dodge it, not punish people for a situation that they have arrived in, which very, very likely has had nothing to do with anything that they have directly chosen. It is time that we really turned our mind to the understanding of compassion and how that relates to civilization. And one of the best measures of human beings when they work well is that we actually honestly address the problem, take responsibility, and proactively work with these people in this dreadful situation to finally address homelessness and all of the reasons this has come about. Not only the bad luck and terrible situations that they have fallen into in their life, but the fact that this government has actually put in place many mechanisms to obstruct the free access to the liberty of a home. I absolutely, the Animal Justice Party absolutely opposes this legislation, which is draconian and an embarrassment to this and the other house. I condemn it.
Further speakers? The Honourable Paul Green.
Thank you.